Welcome to another episode of Value Battle. This is where we tour 3 different houses in 3 different parts of the city that are all priced the same.
Today we are in Cobb County, just right outside the perimeter. We're going to be in the city of Smyrna, Murrieta, and Powder Springs.
The average price for a house in Atlanta is about $425,000, so we're going to see 3 houses priced at $425,000. We're going to start with the city of Smyrna, which is conveniently located right outside of the perimeter.
Fun fact, this is where the Atlanta Braves play.
That is correct. Truist Park is in the city of Smyrna, so is like the Battery. So as far as location, Smyrna is located in a great part of the city. So we're in Smyrna now. This is what your typical updated ranch looks like in Smyrna. Obviously, if you buy something that's not updated, it's going to be a little bit cheaper. But for around $425, this is what you expect for a house. It is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and about 1,400 square feet, maybe a little bit bigger, but let's check it out.
Okay, so we're inside this updated home. You walk into the living room, which is a nice space for a 3-bedroom house, and you walk into this updated, beautiful kitchen. I love the floating shelf.
It is. It definitely is. I mean, it's all nice. Like I said, it's an updated house. Then you kind of have your, I would say, it's a mudroom.
Yeah.
With 2 exterior doors and your laundry room. Pavement goes outside this way.
Or
carpool.
outside that way to the deck.
To the deck.
To the deck.
Yeah, let's just show people the deck real quick. There's like a little deck.
All right, so let's go check out the 2 bedrooms and one of the bathrooms, which is right to your left. It's really nice, been updated. And then we have this bedroom, which is very spacious. So if you have kids or want to turn it into an office, it's a great size.
It is. It is. I mean, out of the 3 houses we're going to see today, this is the smallest one. But then again, it's location when it comes to real estate. The nicer the location or closer to the city you get, the more expensive houses get and the smaller they get for the price.
But they are a good size. So
It's definitely a great size room.
bunk beds, and you can still make it work if you have kids. Yeah.
Of course. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and check out the primary bedroom. We're going to have to go off through the kitchen here. Which, I mean, the amount of light that comes in this house is really nice too.
It makes it really spacious.
Yeah, it makes it feel nice and spacious too.
So this is the primary.
So this is the primary bedroom, which is the biggest one out of all of them here. And you have your own private bathroom on this one.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so pros about this house, location. So I know with the progress of the video, we are going to get into bigger homes, but they're further out from the city. So now we're headed to the city of Murrieta. Murrieta is a very popular suburb right side of Atlanta. It is known for like families moving over here because the school districts are very nice. We're going to be exploring the west side of Murrieta, which is a little bit more affordable than the east side of Murrieta. And we're going to show you what a house looks like, the normal house that most people that live over here will probably buy.
Fun fact, Murrieta has a 56-foot steel chicken that is called the Big Chicken. It is an iconic landmark here in Murrieta, Georgia.
Correct. So if you're in Cobb County, you know when they tell you
By the Big Chicken?
By the Big Chicken, you know
Where that-
exactly where it is. So now we're looking at a split level house, which are very common right here in Murrieta and all of Cobb County, to be honest with you. It is also called a split foyer. Why? Because when you step in, you have the option of going upstairs or going downstairs because you kind of come in the middle of the house. Well, you see what I mean? This is a split foyer where you have the options to go up or you have to go down. Well, these are very popular in this city because they're very cost efficient to make. They're pretty big. Like this house is a 6-bedroom house, 3 bathrooms, and that's why they're so popular. Because again,
your living room.
yeah, so this is your living room. So typically what you will notice on most of these houses that there's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath upstairs with the kitchen and living room. And then downstairs there's usually like other bedrooms and like maybe a family area and things like that. But this is what a normal split level house looks like over here in Marietta.
And you go into your breakfast area, right?
Perfect. So, yep.
And this kitchen is not fully renovated, but it looks really nice.
But it is a big house. So if you're looking for just space and saving money, split level is just the way you gotta go.
Okay. And then we have our 3 bedrooms here. And this is the
primary bedroom, which are pretty massive and pretty big.
okay. This is pretty decent size for a primary.
It is. It definitely is. So if you go over here, you have some nice lights, some nice windows. You can kind of see the backyard. You know, Georgia is known for having a lot of trees and wooded. So that's what you see outside. So we go into the primary bathroom.
Okay, it's a good size.
Yep. It's pretty normal size bathroom. You have your tub here, your shower, and then your closet.
Walk-in
I guess
closet.
these houses are very popular because they're just big and they're cheap to build too.
Okay. Do we get to go downstairs now?
Mm-hmm. Now we go into the basement part.
Is it really considered basement or is it just lower?
It's just a lower level. Technically speaking, it's not fully underground. In a traditional 2-story house, this will be like the main level.
Okay.
But because you're coming in the middle, it kind of feels like a basement. But we all call it a basement. So there's some bedrooms here.
Three bedrooms.
And then usually you have your laundry down here as well. And then you have a nice bathroom. And then you have another room. So this one's set up in a way that it has 3 rooms down here, 3 upstairs. Most houses have like
3 and 2, right?
3, 2, and a nice living area.
But this one has 3. This is really good for someone that, you know, has their in-laws or other family.
Or you just have a lot of kids. Or maybe you have a lot of hobbies and you need a few home offices or, you know,
or anything.
And then you have your garage as well.
Just very spacious.
So now we're headed to the city of Powder Springs, which is just on the west side of Marietta.
And fun fact, did you know that Powder Springs was not the original name?
Really? What was the original name?
The original name is Springville, and they renamed it in 1859.
Oh, nice.
I had no idea.
Powder Springs is a suburb of Atlanta, so it's kind of further out. That's kind of the negative part about it, is that you are just further away from like downtown and the cities. But
on the positive, if you like nature, it is perfect because it characterizes with its nature and trails and everything.
Yeah, and then it's not like you have to, you know, go outside of the city. The city is like self-sufficient. You have everything. You have stores, restaurants, you have trails, you have parks. There's a lot that you can do in this city. So if you work around the city of Powder Springs, it is a great place to live. It's a great place for families. And I'm excited to check out this next house. So now we're in the city of Powder Springs, which is just west of Marietta. And we're in a neighborhood called Country Walk. In this neighborhood, there's about a few hundred homes and they have the basic amenities like a swimming pool. They also have like tennis courts. They also have like a basketball court. So it's kind of the normal type of neighborhood that you see in this city. And this is basically a nice house that has been updated as well. And it's larger than the other homes that you've seen before. But let's go ahead and take a look.
So I love that when you walk into this house, you walk into this hallway and they've made these beautiful arches.
Yeah, there's definitely arches in here. So this will be like the dining area, breakfast nook type of situation. Right now, there isn't anything, but you'll see why in a little bit in the kitchen.
This is my favorite part of the house. This window sink. I love this. I love how it flows and how you can just have your time in the kitchen where no one is seeing you.
Yeah, and then with this house, which is cool, it has like a split type of flow where you have the kitchen dining on one side and then you have the living room on the other side, which we're about to go see right now. Which, to be honest with you, is a little more popular now because the whole open concept theme kind of, not that it got played out, it's just very hard to keep clean.
No, I like this, the separation of the living room and everything else.
Yeah, correct. Like, so you can kind of have your guests here and then you're
cooking
while you're cooking on the other side, and then, like, you know, everything doesn't just smell like food. Now we're gonna see the second floor where there are 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, and they have been updated as well.
Okay, let's go see. So here is the primary bedroom, and as you can see, there's a king-size bed, so it's pretty spacious. And you have a good-sized walk-in closet, and I want you to check out the bathroom.
Yeah, the bathroom is really nice in this house.
It's really nice. 2 vanities, and then I love the natural light that comes in this bathroom.
Correct. And then there's also a shower and then tub combination here, which is pretty nice because, you know, you can kind of just use the tub and see outside. But yeah, this is a nice bathroom for sure. So now that we've seen the primary bedroom, up here you have 3 bedrooms and a bathroom. So if you have kids or you need space for a home office, like in here, one of the rooms got turned into a home office. Now let's check out the backyard.
So this particular house has a very nice backyard.
And it's fenced and it's flat too, which is nice. I mean, the houses are not super separated, and this is normal for this type of neighborhood on this part of the city. But obviously, you know, the further you go out, kind of the more house you get for your money. But it comes with these things where, yeah, it is further out. You have to drive more to get to the city and other amenities. So we've toured all the 3 houses, and now we're going to discuss which one brings the most value. And it's different for everybody. So first of all, house number 1 in Smyrna, which was the smallest house, but it was in a great location. It was updated as well. It is the smallest one, like I said, but that is some of the pros of that house. House number 2 was in the city of Marietta. It was a nice big house. It's the one that has the most bedrooms.
6 bedrooms.
6 bedrooms, and it was big. Kind of a con. If I had something negative to say, probably didn't have a big backyard. That's kind of the negative part. And then house number 3 is in Powder Springs, fully renovated house. Very, very nice.
A little further out.
So
but it's updated, completely updated.
It is completely updated, so it has new kitchen, new bathroom. So that's kind of like what really happens when you start getting further away from the city. You start getting more money. I mean, more house for your money. So that's it. So this is what really happens when you start driving away from the city. I always tell people you drive until you qualify, basically. Well, or in other words, it's just like, you know, the houses just start getting nicer for the price. Now that we've seen them all, which one brings the most value for you?
For me, definitely number 3, because it just has all the updates that I would want in a house, and I just love it. It's big and spacious.
It is a very nice house for sure. To me, believe it or not, I'm gonna go with the first one.
Why?
Because of the location. I am a person that is location driven, and I will give up a bigger house for just having the right location. You know, it's a small house, but obviously if you have a bigger family, it's going to be difficult. But I love the location of the first house.
So let us know, which one would you pick? Which one would match your lifestyle?
If you want to tour any of these houses or any other house around the city of Atlanta, just click the link in the description, and also there's a QR code on the screen. Just go ahead and scan that, send your information in, and we'll get in contact with you. Well, thank you so much, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.